Yo, what's going on YouTube? So today in this video we have a Magsafe power bank that we're going to go ahead and take a look at. We have the iPhone 13 Pro here, so that's just a representation of the size that we're going to be using for the device. Now, the reason why I'm going to be using this as a daily driver is number one, because I lost my Anker Nano 660, which is a bummer because that was my favorite Magsafe power bank. It was very expensive, so I'm not going to buy another one just because I lost it. So I hit up another company and they sent one out. So thank you on that. It is way cheaper by $20 than the Anker 660 and that brand, but if it performs good, then we're all for it. So let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so looking at the device here, we do have a Type-C to Type-C cable, just to get you started. And then we do have a user manual and the device itself. This is the power bank. First off, it is fully made out of plastic. The front material is kind of the same. I want to say it's like a vegan leather or something like that. I'm not too sure, but it has that same feel that the Anker does have, but the rest of the device doesn't have the same feel, and it's very smooth and very slippery. It does feel a little cheap, don't get me wrong, and I'm going to get back into this. It does have a kickstand. You can see it here. It's very cheap kickstand. This is very flimsy. It's non-adjustable, so you can't leave it at one certain height and then, just keep it there. It's stuck at one height. And it looks like it would break if I just tapped it lightly. Like, that's how cheap it is. So the kickstand is terrible. I'm not even gonna, it works, but I know it's gonna break. It does have a little magnet right there, so it'll snap into place, which is smart, and it won't go all over the place. So that's pretty cool. You can see it does get fairly dirty quick, and this is just from unboxing it pretty much right now. So it's a fingerprint magnet, but that feeling on the front is good. I wish they would have had that on the rest of it because this is really, really slippery. So you have the button on the front to check the power indicator. This has 3 bars out of 4. You do have a USB-A port. This is an output, so you can charge a device wired, and I think it's the fast charging. You have a Type-C input and an output, so you can charge the device or charge another device with this output. All right, so it snaps on just like so. You can see it there. The thickness is about 2 stacked phones. So if you had 2 stacked phones, that's the thickness of this. So it would be basically in your pocket as if you had 3 phones in your pocket. The weight on it, it's actually way lighter than I thought. I do have multiple different 10,000 milliamps, and some of them weigh a really good amount. This one is really light, especially for it being 2 stacked 5,000 milliamp batteries. I'm really surprised on that, so they did a pretty good job on that. And since my phone is dying a lot quicker now just because of its battery degradation, I can show you right here, my battery degradation has dropped crazily. It's at 86%, and I only had this for 2 years. So it's dropping really, really quick. All right, so it's been 30 minutes now on our charge test, and it looks like it almost went up 20% in that 30-minute time frame. 80%, and I wasn't using the phone at all. It was just on the desk, charging like that. It's not even hot. It's warm to the touch. I'm very surprised on that. You can see a little bit of that fingerprint magnet right there. So that's what that is. It's warm to the touch. It's a nice little hand warmer for winter. We'll just keep it like that. It's not super hot, which is really good. Also, I did check on Amazon, and this is actually around $30. Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks since we had this Benks power bank. I do use it. However, I did get an upgrade when it comes to my phone, so technically I don't use it as much as I would have hoped. So I do have this new Benks case, as you can see here. I love this case. I'm gonna have a separate video when it comes to it because there's a lot when it comes to this nice Kevlar 600D case. It's a very fine woven carbon fiber basically. It's only 50 bucks. I'll leave a link in the description if you like the case as well. Premium buttons here. Also, this does have MagSafe built into it. So when I use the Benks power bank or any MagSafe accessory, it has a very strong connection. It's really strong. It's actually, I'm pretty sure, more strong than the Apple version. Don't quote me on that, but it's a very strong magnet. Like, you actually have to tug at it just to release. Like, I did a lot of force into that, but yeah, there's a great amount of magnet when it comes to that. The power bank itself lasts a very long time, and actually I found myself using this USB port a lot more than I thought to be able to power certain devices that needed USB-A instead of the USB-C, but you can use those functions for both input and output. which is really cool. Right now it's still 3 bars out of 4, which is really good. So I haven't had to charge this twice. I know I charged it once fully, but this does definitely help with the iPhone battery significantly. Since it is 10,000 milliamps, they do have a 5,000 milliamp version. This one retails for about $30, which is very inexpensive. You are getting what you pay for. It's not as premium feeling or as opposed to Anchor, and I'm comparing it with Anchor obviously because that was my favorite power bank. But it gets the job done. It's very inexpensive. It looks amazing, and what can I say? It's just amazing. Without further ado, if you guys want to check this one out as well, I'll leave a link in the description. This is also a silicone on the front. I thought it was a vegan leather, but it's a silicone, which is a really good feeling. It does not get hot, and you can also do pass-through charging, so you could slap it on here, use it as a nightstand charger as well, which is really cool. You can rotate it just like this and have it in that night mode, which will allow you to see the clock, and then you can use it as a kickstand and use it as a bedtime side charging clock. You can plug it in on the side here as well and keep it charging in the power bank as well as the phone. So if you're out on the go a lot, if you film a lot of videos, you know, video contracting, a power bank like this is very, very useful from day-to-day usage. It's good to throw one in your bag or somewhere in an emergency. It's amazing to have one of these. I recommend everyone to have at least one Magsafe power bank. It's amazing. I love that. This is actually the first real good thing that I noticed from Apple that actually is usable in so many areas. When it comes to recording or slapping on accessories, it's really, really smart. It also innovates other companies to add on different attachments and stuff like that, just like I'm doing right now. As you can see right here, I'm using Magsafe to use on my gimbal, which is easy to take off my phone, pop it back on really quickly on the fly in order to make videos, which is really cool. So that's what that is. And yeah, we are shooting on the iPhone 15 Pro right now. So that's the quality of the iPhone 15 Pro. If you guys do want to check out Benks here, I will leave a link in the description. But like I said, amazing power bank, 10 out of 10.